iZotope just dropped RX12 today, and there's a lot here for dialogue editors. I want to walk through what actually shipped, what stands out for podcast and post production work, and what I'm planning to test in a follow up video. This is a first look video, not a full review. I haven't tested RX12 yet. What I can do is tell you what's in the box, what looks promising for dialogue editors, and which modules I think are going to matter once I've had a chance to put them through their paces. RX11, it was kind of a yawn, and I think many others felt the same way. So let's take a look at what shipped in RX12 to see if it's a little more exciting. RX12 went up on iZotope's site today. As usual, there's 3 versions. Elements at $99, Standard at $399, and Advanced at $13.99. Upgrade pricing depends on which version you're coming from. Upgrades from RX11, those are going to be your cheapest path. For context, I'm on RX10 Advanced. My upgrade prices are $399 for RX12 Advanced and $199 to RX12 Standard. This is more than the $269, $129 being advertised on the iZotope site for upgrades to Advanced and Standard. So your number is going to depend on which version and tier you're starting from. So check your iZotope account before you click anything, because that's where you'll see your true upgrade price. They call it loyalty pricing, but that's not really how I see it. We've been users of RX since, I think, RX5, maybe RX6. We've bought the iZotope's Everything bundle a couple of years ago. We own Native Instruments Complete, again from a couple of years ago, but we're not seeing any kind of meaningful discounts. But what are you going to do when your company is insolvent and you're trying to look good to potential buyers? You're going to try to make as much money as you can with a new release. So there are 2 different categories of changes that we'll walk through. The first is brand new modules: Scene, Rebalance, Stems View, and Trim Silence. The second is rebuilt modules or updated modules: Dialog Isolate, Breath Control, Debleed, and Music Rebalance. Let's go module by module with the dialogue editor hat on. Scene Rebalance is probably the headline of RX12. It uses machine learning to take a finished mixed scene and separate it into independent dialogue, music, and effects stems. So you can take a finished mix that you got handed, and Scene Rebalance pulls the dialogue out as its own layer. For us dialogue editors, the use case is pretty specific. If you're cleaning up archive material, or a client sends you an already mixed file and asks for dialogue work on it, this is the module that's going to matter. For most podcast editors, you're probably already dealing with isolated tracks coming out of Riverside or wherever your client is recording. So Scene Rebalance isn't going to change your day-to-day. But for anybody doing post on already mixed content, this could be useful if it works as described. Stems View is the workspace that goes with Scene Rebalance. It lays out the separated stems individually on a track-based view, and you can run any of the existing RX tools on a single stem before exporting. So you can separate a scene, clean up just the dialogue without touching the music or the effects. I feel like this one is more of a workflow upgrade than a brand new capability. Stem separation was already in RX11. Stems View is iZotope putting the separation step and the cleanup step inside the same window, so you stop having to round trip. useful but not revolutionary. Trim silence, it's targeted right at audiobook work, but could also be useful for podcasters in some situations. It detects silent regions by threshold and deletes them automatically. So that gap you'd normally strip by hand on a long form interview, Trim Silence is supposed to handle for you. But the thing to realize is most DAWs already have this built in. Descript does it. So the question is really for podcast editors, it's whether iZotope's version is better somehow or whether it's just more convenient because you're already inside RX. But thinking about it, this isn't going to work for anyone working with multiple tracks because each track will probably be trimmed differently based on your settings, so you're going to lose sync. Let me pause things here real quick and ask that if you're getting value out of this video, press the like button. It really does help, especially on new videos like this where I'm trying to get to you fast. Now let's take a look at the updated RX12 modules. First one, probably most of us are interested in, is Dialog Isolate. I think it's the one that matters most for our audience. iZotope rebuilt the neural network behind the denoise and reverb passes. Their claim is higher accuracy on the cleanup with the same module you already know. What's new in RX12 is the model under the hood. The question is whether RX12's rebuilt model actually cleans better than the one you've been using in RX11, and even more importantly, if it processes or renders faster. Next up, breath control has been rebuilt, and I think it's the module that most people are going to be curious about. iZotope put a machine learning rebuild on breath control in RX12. Same module, but it's now machine learning based for softening or removing breath sounds. iZotope's claiming it's faster and produces fewer artifacts than the previous version. Here's why this one probably matters more than it sounds like it should. Breath control is a daily use module for podcast and dialogue work. If you're editing long form interviews or audiobooks, you're probably running it on a lot of speakers a lot of the time. So if the machine learning rebuild is faster and cleaner, the time saving could be pretty significant, especially if you're one of those people who spends a lot of time messing with breaths. I don't tend to do it a whole lot, but I know there are some people out there who just get OCD with breaths. If this works as they claim, it should help save some time. But the big thing is the RX's updated modules kind of have a mixed track record. I think back to RX11 and Dialog Isolate and just how slow it was to render. Hopefully they've fixed that in RX12, but we need to keep these things in the back of our mind whenever RX or iZotope updates a model or an algorithm or introduces a new model. Next up, Deep Lead also got a machine learning rebuild. Old version used to require reference track to compare or isolate the bleed we're trying to cut out. This new version drops that requirement. So for pure podcast editing, this is situational. If your guests are remote, you're probably not running into bleed problems. But if you're doing in-person interviews with multiple mics in the same room, or you've got a guest whose mic is picking up headphone bleed, deep bleed without a reference track is a faster fix than the old workflow was. I never really had any luck with using deep bleed to get rid of mic bleed. It took just way too long, and the results just weren't that good. In the amount of time that it took to read and render everything, I could have just cut all of the mic bleed out manually, so I never really used it. Music Rebalance also got a new neural network. Better separation of vocals, bass, and percussion is what they're claiming. So for dialogue editors, this one is probably not going to be very useful. It's more of a music post or remix type module than it is something used for podcast cleanup. It's a sometimes tool for you, especially if you have some stock music that maybe you want to remix a little bit. So it's worth knowing that it's there, but it's not something you're going to use very often. The headlines for dialogue editors come down to three things. One, Dialog isolates rebuilt neural net if it actually delivers better cleanup than RX11 and delivers it faster. Two, breath control going with an updated machine learning algorithm, which might have the biggest day-to-day impact for anybody editing long-form dialogue. Three, scene rebalance for editors who deal with already mixed material. Trim silence and the other rebuilt modules they're useful, but the use case is probably narrower for a lot of my audience, a lot of you people watching. The full hands-on test is coming, and we'll try to answer whether the upgrade to RX12 is actually worth the price for podcast and dialogue editors. So, to wrap things up, RX12 is real. It's kind of ironic that I put out an RX12 rumors video last week, and this week we have RX12. That was completely coincidental. I had no inside knowledge. And if you watched that video, you'd know some of the stuff that I referenced from the article I read did not materialize, like the generative, like dialogue, can't even remember what it was. Generative fill for audio, something along those lines. But dialogue isolate has been updated, breath control is updated. You've got scene rebalance for already mixed material, trim silence, which I don't see really much use for unless you're doing audiobooks or solo content. Everything else is kind of there in case you need it. But what about you? Are you thinking about upgrading to RX12? Are you waiting to see how things shake out with Native Instruments and iZotope and their sale, all of that stuff? Which RX modules do you actually live in day to day? Voice to noise, mouth declick, dialogue isolate, something else, all of the above? And what's your real bottleneck in dialogue cleanup right now? Let me know in the comments below. And keep an eye out for my RX12 review coming later this week or next week. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.